Hey guys, it's About Beer 30. Let's take a walk into the kitchen and see what's in the fridge today. Hey everybody, welcome to Gregsbeerreviews. Today's beer comes from Treehouse Brewing. These guys are up in Massachusetts. This is their Ma, M-A, Ma. This is a American Amber slash Red Ale. This was sent to me by my brother Greg up there in New England, and he writes, "You've had their brown ale, which was their bear. Said now try their amber ale. They said this one was canned on 11/28, and he bought it at the brewery on December the 1st. And believe it or not, today I'm reviewing this. Today is Christmas Day. But guys, I'm a week or so ahead on the reviews. That's why you've already seen the Christmas versions of the beers. But today is 25th of December, so by the time you see this, it'll probably be New Year or after. So, and want to shout out Rob Johns from Rob Johns Beer Reviews. He's been asking me to do that. So, Rob, here's your shout out, my brother. All right, let's get into this beer. I've got several different renditions according to what I'm seeing. Beer Advocate is calling this a 7.30%. That is incorrect for the one that I have here. They've got the right picture. It looks like the same picture on the can, but this one says 6.8% right here on this can. And I believe the can they've got pictured here says 6.8% on it, but they're saying 7.30% on it. Untapped has this listed at 6.8%, but their commercial description leads you in a different direction here. They're saying a special imperial amber ale. Well, this is a 6.8%. I don't consider that an imperial until it gets to the 8% range. Most of the ambers are lower ABV, but technically that's the way the porters were designed to be too. And now we've got 14% porter. So my personal opinion, and it's just my personal opinion, I don't consider any beer an imperial or a double until it gets to the 8% range. Anything below that would be considered a single IPA or a regular amber or regular red ale or regular porter, regular stout. My personal opinion is 8% before you get to double label. So let's get on with this. They said a special imperial amber ale brewed in remembrance of Nate's grandmother. Late last month, Barbara Lanier gave up her ghost, and the impact of her time here on earth will not soon be forgotten by the many who loved her. A fiery Irish spirit who imparted deep values of dedication to family and love. So that's where the name of the beer, Ma, comes from. So Ma was certainly one of a kind. This beer mirrors her spirit with sharp, flavorful notes of resin, pine, and citrus, backed up by a rich caramel base and medium body. A very special release and available for the first time on St. Patrick's Day weekend drink. So they've been doing it for a while now. To honor Ma and reflect those who recently lost, but never to be forgotten. If not, you'll give up the paddle. You'll get the paddle. So we don't want the paddle. That's all we need to talk about, guys. So with that being said, we've got the ABV at 6.8%. These breweries like Treehouse and Trillium, they don't tell us what the IBUs are. It's not written on Untapped or Beer Advocate, not on the can either. So, it is what it is, guys. So let's get this big 16-ounce can popped open. First beer of the day for me, Christmas Day, Christmas evening. It's after 6 o'clock here. We'll give this thing a pour. See what we got. Food pairing cheese is sharp blue cheddar. Meat is beef, poultry, and fish. Glassware, pintback or non-tumbler mug, side down. And not recommended for scented cellaring. Guys, I wouldn't cellar these lower ABV beers. It's going to keep for a little while. But if it's a hop forward beer, which these guys are known to do, I wouldn't keep it hardly at all. I mean, drink it fresh. Alright, a very nice finger of head. It is super cloudy, guys. These guys are known for doing the juice bombs, orange juice looking beers in their IPAs and double IPAs. This definitely looks like an unfiltered version of a red ale, amber ale, whatever you'd like to call it. I'm not getting into a lot at all. It is a rustic brown reddish color. Very murky, if you will. Let's get it to the nose and see what we got. Yes, it is very hop forward, guys. I would not cellar this beer and drink it fresh within the first 3 months if you can. Nice citrusy notes, hints of grapefruit, oranges, a little bit of biscuity malt in there, caramel, toffee. Smells rather nice. A rather hop forward version of a amber / red ale, which is what these guys are known for. Hoppy beers. Juice bombs, if you will. Smells awesome. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. Cheers, Greg. Oh, yes. Very delicious. Guys, I would consider this their juice bomb version of their amber / red ale. It's not bright orange juice color, but it is super cloudy, super hoppy, very tasty if you're a hophead. Some traditional red ale amber drinkers might find this a little too hoppy, but I don't. I'm a hophead. I do like these hoppier styles of beers. So, well, let's do the back end pour here, see if anything changes. And it looks pretty consistent coming out, even the last little bit out of the can. Looks pretty consistent. So, very tasty beer. Right out of the fridge, 40 degrees. Let me let her taste it. Sip on it for a little bit. See what we end up with. Very impressive beer. I've not been disappointed by anything comes out of the Treehouse. Very well done stuff. Alright, guys, I'm back. Got just a little left here. Awesome lacing is left on the glass. The hops are a little bit overpowering the caramel toffee taste on this style of beer. It doesn't hurt my feelings. I like a hoppy beer, but if you're looking for those caramel toffee notes and a little bit heavier on the biscuity bready malt, they're a little subdued because of all the hops they've used in this beer. But being a hophead, I love it. It is pretty tasty, but those notes are a little subdued on this beer. They're there, but they're not prevalent like most of the red ales are. Let's do the final chug here. Wonderful, outstanding hop presence. But like I said, a little bit lacking on the caramel toffee biscuity notes. So as far as being a tasty beer, it is an awesome tasty beer. But as far as having those notes that you're looking for in this style, this particular style of beer, they are a little bit subdued because of all the hops that they've used. So, with that being said, guys, I do think it's an A beer, but it doesn't quite fit the style. The color does. but everything else is a little bit underwhelming. But the hops are there. They're taking up the whole front seat, no doubt. And these guys are known for producing these big hoppy juice bombs. So a lot of hops in this beer, I will tell you that. Guys, I do think it's an A beer, but I'm going to give it an A- because those notes are kind of subdued. I'm not getting the biscuity, caramel, toffee notes that are typically associated with this style of beer. But I did enjoy it. Overall beer grade would be a 9 out of 10, but for what this beer is and those notes being a little subdued, I'm going to give it to A-. I'm going to give it a 92. Not a bad beer by any means, but it is a hop forward beer. Don't sell her this one. Alright, let's run over to Beer Advocate. Beer Advocate says 4.1 out of 5. That's also in their A- category. And Untapped has it at 4.06. Also in their A- category as far as I'm concerned. So it's unanimous. It's an A- beer. It's a tasty beer, but not enough biscuity, caramel, bready notes on it. They're a little overpowered by the hops in it. So, if you've had this one from Treehouse, this is their Ma. Let me know what you think, guys. Until we meet again, let's go see what's in the fridge. Happy New Year.